All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Delicious in Dungeon, episode 17.
Ah,
We got a big old group now.
it's an ensemble party.
That's right. And, you know, these
It's a
characters...
gigantic three-way.
Sure. But these characters, not all of them are quirky enough, I feel like, to properly survive and be able to handle the pressure and stress of dealing with monsters. And specifically dealing with monsters the way that our crew deals with monsters.
Bruh,
because it might be weird, but they're effective.
There's gonna be so many of them. They're just gonna walk up and the monster's gonna be like, nah, that's a party of like 14 at this point. I'm not dealing with that shit.
Maybe.
So then what they'll do is they'll just turn this into basically just hanging out, slice of life, just make friends with everybody, you know. Until they then, you know, fight, you know, Fallen, and Fallen fucking, like, kills, like, 5 of them,
okay,
you know?
That could totally happen. At the same time, though, I do like the idea that our whole idea of Kabru seeing, like, Laos as like, this utter badass happens because they're traveling together and he knows all about the monsters and so all the shit that totally, like, thwarted Kabru and his group. Laos is actually like, no, just do this. And so then Kabru is like, yes,
Laos
sensei,
being like,
you know?
I've been through this tape before.
Right.
No problem. And he's like, oh my god, he's fought this before?
He's so cool. You know, he knows so much stuff.
No, I'm just using deductive reasoning to, you know, infer certain things based
I'm just a nerd about monsters, you know.
I really love the monsters. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I actually get to use my ranger features, you know, because favored enemy is monster, you know.
A sentence you'll never hear.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah.
黒魔術なんておぞましいにも程がありますよね。ここまでして蘇生するべき人だったんですか。シローさんが怒るのも当然ですよ。当じゃない方法を使って生き返らせたってリスクしかないじゃない。そのまま死なせた方が彼女にとって
ナイス。
言いたいことは分かったから。
いや。
それ以上はやめてくれ。
心の底ではお気づきなんでしょう。もしもあなたが同じ状況にあったら。
分かっているが、こいつの態度は。
His attitude.
魔物を食べる。思い入れ込みでドラゴンかな。魔術使ったけど、白ならダメ。
This is why I quit the group.
考えていることがよくわからない。
There's nothing going on in my head.
わかるとも思えない。協力はできない。
I don't need help.
料理組のところに魔物の群れが突っ込んで。
Oh.
これまでのことを全部話した。
Everything.
Yeah, you didn't go with the right group.
元気を出してください。
Yes, people like us who are willing to make the tough decisions.
Right, exactly.
何度彼に助けられたかわからないし、故郷の国とこの島しか知らない俺。
Yeah, you probably looked up to him. Yeah.
Sure.
Right, he's the atypical fighter that, you know, was born for this. Yeah. He's wise. He's, you know, all that. But yeah, you would drive him up a wall. Well, Harpy's fun. Yeah.
So, do we just eat the drumsticks, or how's this work?
I don't know. Those things have, you know, intelligence. Everything? Well, there's one. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, that's not what they're worried about.
Right. But exactly. Whereas Kabru, we can't actually trust him.
Yeah. Right, good.
Oh, your staff? Oh, shit. Oh, that's Fallen. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, shit. Right here, right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah! Yeah, of course you would say that! Yeah, it's got a little
Right,
bit of everything,
choose.
man.
You're the people who killed me.
But I... Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
You know, you mentioned your thing of like, and then Fallon kills like 5 of them, but like, goddamn.
So...
Gonna try and sumo wrestler, grapple.
Okay. Water elemental? Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Oh, God. There's the neck.
Oh, the spirit thing. The little...
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
大事な人を守るためなら何人犠牲にしようが構わないか。あれは彼女じゃない。ただの魔物だ。
Whoa. I mean, that's really smart. Oh, and the spell casting too. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, we're doing big magic spells now.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Call lightning, some kind of crazy stun spell or something. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Yeah. And then it goes to kill him.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep. Ah! Shit!
Holy shit.
Ah! Oh my god, the animation!
That, holy shit.
Wounded? There's like 9 dead. Oh, we have to choose. Okay, that's 1. Kabru first, I guess. Yeah.
Can you bring people back?
Yeah.
どうせ目当ては別の術だろう。私も簡単な蘇生術なら。
お前は指一本。
Oh, yeah, I don't trust you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
使わせるわけにはいかない。
Yeah.
そんなもの使わ
I
ない。
don't care.
なぜ彼女があんな姿に？
Oh.
黒魔術を用いたせいだろう。
違う。の魔術にそんな力はない。でもレッドドラゴンの魂に。
Sure.
狂乱の魔術師の手によってあの姿に。
こいつを西のエルフに引き渡す。
Damn.
魂だけでも迷宮から解放し、安らかにしてやりたい。
Holy shit.
二たちならその手段を知っているはずだ。
We have to bring them in.
もっと別の方法があるはず。
You are now my enemy, yeah.
お前たちが何をしてきた？彼女が元に戻るまで、あらゆる魔物の肉で蘇生を試すか。
Fuck.
何をどうするつもりなのか。
Yeah, you don't have a plan.
言ってみろ。狂乱の魔術師を倒す。明らかに何かを命令されて動いていた。この迷宮を作った魔術師以外いない。ならば魔術師を倒し、
Yeah, but
マルシルならできるはずだ。黒魔術で解決する気か？少しは本気で物事を考えたらどう？
fuck yeah! I did it!
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
確かに俺はそこまで腕が立つ方じゃないし、大抵の冒険者より君は強い。これだけははっきり言える。一日三食しっかり食べて睡眠をとってる。
Yeah, yeah. We're thinking straight.
Yeah.
We're taking this seriously. What are you doing?
Yeah.
The piano coming in.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. And if you still feel like, you know, ratting Marcel out, then do it.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knew you're a kind person. Yeah. Right. Bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fuck dropping hints. Talk to me like a human being.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love this.
It's amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, the Harpies took some people too.
Oh.
Oh, the scattered ingredients. Damn. Come on! That's like... Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, of course the barbarian didn't go down, you know, with death. You know.
The two that we're missing.
Their fight still continues. That's why I can beat you!
Yeah.
Would you like their food now?
Yeah.
And there it is. Delicious in dungeon.
That's
oh,
right.
dungeon meshy. He's going to do it. Nice. Oh, okay. Cats are gonna cat, you know.
Yeah.
No, you took initiative. That's good. He's never done this before, has he? No! Oh, that's so great!
Oh.
Oh,
fuck.
Man. And then the dragon happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, but it wasn't for Fallen.
Right.
I can't let this guy get that.
Huh? Oh, yeah. The little roll omelets, the little tamago. Yeah. The way the visually describe it is so
Oh my god.
Yep. Yep. Chronic people pleaser. Wait. That's like the paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
お前が狂乱の魔術師にたどり着く前に死ぬと思っているが、万が一生き延びることができて黒魔術のせいで地上にも戻れなかった時、これを鳴らせ、遠く離れた対の鈴と共鳴する。
Oh.
東方や逃亡できるようにして。
Cool. Okay.
死ぬなよ。
God, I love high fantasy settings, you know.
Yeah.
話せてよかった。今回一番の収穫でした。
愛をしろ。
僕の名前覚えてくれたんですよね。次は忘れないでくださいね。それじゃまた。
He doesn't know his name, does he?
こうなるよ。俺には。
なんとかなるよ。
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Like that episode was so fucking peak. I can't imagine trying to stuff all that into one episode.
Well, and can you imagine, like, oh yeah, manga, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, it's fun, you know, and then, like, the cut of just, bodies dropping and it's the Harpies.
All right.
Great. And then I'm like, wait, huh? It's one of the ninja.
And we're like, oh no, the Harpies are that, and then we're like, nope. Wait, they never found the cat
ninja.
lady. The cat
just-
ninja.
She
She
just
can join the party.
yeeted all the way.
She
like,
can join the party.
Nah, I think she just noped all the way out of the dungeon. Like, it'll take her longer, you
We're
know?
just gonna have the equivalent of an SBS one episode.
Right, like
where it's
2
just
weeks later, she's
yeah.
like, whew, okay. What? You? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
do love the
season will
idea-
end. The season will end. It'll just
Right.
randomly, like, have her, like, just walking up to the final, like, floor
Yep.
of the first floor, and then they're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. Also, the 3 people are missing. Yeah, one's the cat ninja. And the other 2 are just the half-foots. Just hiding under the wall.
Just like, nope, I don't want to die. I'm good. I don't wanna.
Okay.
All right,
that was
y'all.
a wild episode.
Holy
shit.
That was easily one of the best episodes we've seen in the show thus far.
Yeah.
The
damn.
absolute pleasure and terror combination this episode of just seeing this incredible animation, wonderful fight sequences, hilarious conversation exchanges, tense drama, and then also the horror that is Fallen's Chimera form.
Yeah. And I love to see that double tap. Like, oh man, it's something where
It just made things feel so hopeless.
yeah, because it's like, nope, dead.
Dead.
Like-
And then Kabru goes up, slice the neck, stab, dead. And then thrown off, squish,
Yep.
dead. Kabru's dead. And it's just,
Yeah.
where does this stop? Where does this end?
Oh my god, like it's
The only reason why it didn't really stop was because of the spell casting, I think that...
right, where it's like Fallen took enough damage that it's like, hang on.
I might
this
be
is-
bleeding out or something
This
here.
is actually
I need to run,
problematic. I
yeah.
need to run. Yeah. And okay. And also the idea that like a dragon isn't necessarily going to be thinking about people that can resurrect or whatever.
No,
right?
in a lot of ways, I think the fun part about this is that if Fallen was resurrected using dragon meat, flesh, and all that, right?
Yep.
At the very least, Fallen is a dragon human chimera. That makes sense, right?
Right.
Because chimera is just the subset of thing for the...
Fuse two things together.
Yeah. But it can also be the whole, this is the, eagle, serpent, lion,
Right.
combination kind of thing here. But instead, it's no, that stuff is also somewhat in here as well, because maybe the Mad Mage ended up adding something specific into this mixture as well.
Yeah. And in addition to the fact that this is fairly recent afterwards, so this could be, an incomplete form where the next time they see her, it's even more different. So
yeah, and
cool.
that's fun because we don't need to have that explained. All we know is that Fallen is there.
Right.
But it is not Fallen that is controlling this. However, mechanically, Fallen's abilities are being accessed here.
Right.
And there was also some slight recognition of Fallen like seeing them being like, oh, like maybe the mind wasn't there, but the memory of Fallen.
The memories are able to be accessed in the
Yes.
same way that the magic can be used. When it's it would actually be helpful to be able to say, oh, Laos, right?
Yeah, Laios.
Laos, like, in order to, stop him dead in his tracks because, oh, shit,
He might actually kill me right now.
Right, exactly.
I'm stunned for a second and I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
he has a sword. Oh,
and also
shit.
I love the idea that, like, because this is a different circumstance, right? The dragon itself is not necessarily aware of what its vulnerabilities are, right? So, that was before Kabru did his thing, and we realized, oh, okay, Fallen isn't as much of a weak point as we would have hoped, right?
No.
So it was genuinely scared, even though it probably would have ended up being okay.
Yeah.
Like the fight was fantastic. It was
The
fast.
turn. The turn. Because us starting with the
Oh, it's
problems
just some
of-
harpies. Okay, they're dealing with it.
Well, yeah, but just the idea of like, oh, we were dealing with this social fight that was going on, and it was becoming a much more, terrifying thing until they're like, oh, we'll actually need to deal with these harpies. This is potentially problematic. Okay, all right, retainers, let's go. Let's do this. We're a squad here. We can handle this. The four of us just fine. And then we're like, okay, cool. They're handling that.
Yep.
I love the casual nature of the way the other characters were like, well, we can't fly or jump or anything, so we'll just let them do this.
Right, they're best suited for this, and any one of our adventuring parties would be able to probably handle themselves in that situation.
Yeah.
So
no need to jump in or anything.
we've got a small army here.
Yeah,
That's
but
fine.
then the sudden, no, one of them drops, and it's just
Wait, what happened?
what happened, and then you see it. It's just, oh, it's perfect. Also, I love how violently dark this got, even to the point where you could see the way Fallen's Chimera form like kind of was crawling over that bit there. It reminded me of the animation
No
in
Face?
Spirited Away with No Face being all golded and gluttoned up and kind of crawling over that. And stuff. I was just like, wait, that is incredible.
That was fantastic. Like, because somehow, the way in which it left, right? In the way in which it retreated, added to the monstrous feel of it, right? It made it seem even more terrifying, even though this is it acknowledging its own weakness and retreating. You know? So, awesome.
Very, very fun.
And also, I gotta say, as far as ways to make the dungeon aspects of the show continue to be tense, there are multiple ways in which I love how this keeps that present.
Tension high,
because we dealt with a big red dragon. All the
What's
other monsters
what's
we've
left?
dealt up until now, they'll kind of seem like small fry, right? The harpies show up and we don't really care.
Yes.
Oh, no, this is much worse, right? This is a dragon, part dragon that has spell casting. Yeah, that's and is, decently intelligent, right? Like that's a real problem. Oh, and then also the people that we were hanging out with, they do leave.
Right.
Right? Like it's back to the main four. Shit. Right? Like we don't get the luxury of being like, and now we have, a small army of adventurers that can pretty much just bulldoze their way through whatever they have to deal with.
Right. I also wanted to call special attention to the way this episode kind of lightly gave storytelling to so many characters here by the way that they interacted with each other. I loved the way we characterized Toshiro or Shuro even more this episode by the way in which he was like, I'm going to turn Marcial over. That's, the thing I've resolved to do now. And then they end up beating the shit out of each other, punching their feelings out. And it's just like, wait, this is wholesome as fuck. I get it. I get it, y'all.
Yep.
You're actually like really good friends.
They're talking about they're bringing up like the more friend brother stuff of the
Yeah.
You always got on my nerves. Why didn't you say so earlier? I tried to give you hints, you just didn't, right?
And then
pulling on the ponytail and like the pushing the cheek and all that stuff.
Right. And then meanwhile we have Kabru here who has the you need to eat a harpy egg omelet. Immediately has a traumatizing flashback of all the terrifying monster encounters he's had.
Yep.
Which you can immediately think, oh, this is just types of monsters. But no, when you look closely at some of these images, you realize that actually
his personal
these are
history.
his personal history with monsters.
Like he is the classic serious character that was like, I have a tragic backstory and maybe several, you know, and so that's why I'm that bit crazy, you know, that's why I'm dispassionate.
One of them is literally showing him what looks like he's encountering elves here.
Yep.
Who took him away from his mother, who's dead here on the ground.
Yeah.
And they have their faces shadowed in a way that looks, menacing.
Right, like are they taking him as a slave or something? You know,
or what have you. But then you have the people just absolutely burning alive here.
Yep.
Then you have these, very, very not just wolves kind of dog things here that are eating a person. Not to say anything about the demons and stuff here.
Oh, yeah, and that looks like it's so okay. So, theory. He got taken prisoner by elves.
Yes.
Right? And the only reason that he is not currently a prisoner of the elves is because then a demon thing came in and killed the elves.
Yeah. But these are some of the creatures he's encountered. Look at that thing, the first one.
Oh yeah.
That's some eldritch horror right there. Mm-hmm. I don't fuck with that. No.
Nope.
But yeah, then you see some kind of demon-looking creature here, something fiendish.
Right.
Yeah, some kind of dinosaur gorilla dogs or what have you here.
Something.
Those things are nightmarish. And then
and Laos is
just there like, hey,
egg.
Yeah. Tamago.
Right.
What the fuck? I'd rather die. And while this is comedic, the thing that is actually being done here is we are characterizing him. He is not just charismatic, but his charisma comes from a flaw. He's actually a gigantic people pleaser.
Yeah, to the point that he's like
say no if he can essentially win over a relationship and a friendship with somebody.
To the point that he's thinking, I have to kill Laos, not because of what Laos has done, but because
what he could do.
No. Because I don't know how to get out of this social situation of saying no to eating these eggs, so I just need to kill him. Right.
Right. I took it a step further than that because I feel like that's the obvious one. But the next level is what else is he going to ask me to do to build our friendship?
Right.
And I can't. No, I can't do that. So then, of course, he immediately channels his resolve as a shonen fucking protagonist. And he's like, fine, I'll try one. And then, of course, in the stereotypically funny, comical side characters looking at the shonen protagonist way, they're like, Sasuke Kaburu-san.
Right. Yeah,
but instead,
they say that when he's slaughtering people, and then it's
and
now
then
we're
this
disappointed.
Is there, they're like, oh,
because it's the lack of spine of he's doing something he doesn't. He's being socially pressured. Like that's where they draw the line because he's not being like a that kind of leader. Right?
It's the two sides to Kabru. Kabru's like lung, neck, heart, kidneys, all that. Just vicious murder. They're stripping his armor so that he could more dexterously climb up, the
to get to
Chimera Fallen,
right.
to then absolutely 37 times in the chest,
Yep.
But then, he has no armor or defense for this. This goes straight to his core here. He has trained nothing to be prepared for these sudden Laos. You want to try it?
Even the serious characters, right? Even the serious characters are not immune to the silly weaknesses, right? Like the... Oh, God.
I also love that Kuro, their kobold here,
he
is the only
care.
one that's just like, oh, that looks good. Oh,
right, yeah.
That looks tasty.
Also, as far as jokes from this, I loved the bit of, after all the damage and everything, that Fawn sustained, she goes to rip the shirt off and everything, and then some of the people are like, "No," in this situation where the top halves of people have been getting pasted, right? They're like, "Oh no, we might see her titties."
Yeah. What was that part here?
I want to see exactly what the reactions to people were. Because
they're like, Fallen, no, and then she starts tearing,
and there's feathers there too, right? So it's like, how much are you even gonna see? But then, the two people who potentially are into her
are absolutely in love with her. Yeah. Like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the other characters react.
Right. Oh my god.
Which is then funny because they think we actually have Harpy tits, like.
Yeah, we do have full Harpy tits.
Like in the later part of the episode, it's just like, yeah, cool, nice.
Yep.
Monster nudity, we love it. And then, meanwhile, the absolutely beautiful conversation with all the animated body language.
Well, everybody else is just getting resurrected.
Well, no, they're actually like stalling the resurrection because the leaders are duking it out right now.
Oh, okay.
So there's almost like this feeling of like, wait, are we fighting again, or
sure,
we
yeah,
be
like
bringing people back to life?
Right, they're distracted for a second before they realize this is a childhood squabble, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue with the serious work because they're not actually needed for it.
They are not.
And then their fight continues. You know?
Right. I love that it just was off screen for a bit, and then we kind of come back to them, and they're still, beating the shit out of each other. Kabru with a great call, though, of realizing, okay, who was the mage of their group? Okay, clearly her.
Resurrect her.
Why'd you resurrect me? Resurrect her. Like, go straight to her and be like, can you resurrect other people?
Yep.
But then used it as a, hey, you owe us because we did think to bring you back.
And, oh, hey, Marcel, yeah, we're not going to let you because we can't. That's rough. Like, I totally get it.
I get it.
I totally get it.
But damn, that was such a way to showcase that they're like, no, you crossed so many lines.
Mm-hmm. We are not getting the, oh, hey, can you teach us that stuff?
Right. Because again, initially, the thought was like, oh, yeah, you used black magic to resurrect her. You shouldn't have done that. But we didn't see what the result was. And so once they see it, all the...
And the whole thing of...
potential rationale. Like,
yeah, I would have done the same thing in your position, right? Like
all that goes out the window once they see monster fallen. They're like,
and I like that they brought up the whole thing of, what the fuck, you did this? And they're like, no, actually, this shouldn't have done that. But... And then, oh, hey, now we, the audience, have the understanding of what's going on,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also love...
Eat, bathe, and rest.
He's just mumbling like...
Yeah. But the idea that he's like, hey, I was actually able to beat you here. You aren't fit.
Yep. You're weak.
Yep.
I also love the idea that, like, I was trying to reject your advances. Well, you should know I was so excited to realize you were rejecting me.
Well, and also, wait, let me get this straight. Your problem with him is that he doesn't pick up on social cues. And so the way you try and tell him that he doesn't pick up on social cues is by giving him subtle social cues.
Extremely subtle.
So,
boy,
like, you really haven't thought this through, have you? Like,
there was a video. I don't remember what it was, but it was the ways in which like Japanese people can like insult someone by saying sorry at specific times.
Oh,
and it's the way in which like certain levels of passive aggressiveness are culturally understood. So you might have someone that's basically like insulting you to your face, but you're like, oh, thank you, like oh, I appreciate it, and it's just like, wouldn't that be so annoying if you're a passive aggressive person and
the person doesn't realize
and you're trying to nicely like push someone away, not insult them, but just nicely push them away.
No, but
they're just like, oh, that means come closer.
Or basically do the thing of, this is the socially acceptable way in which I can basically
tell you to fuck off.
You to fuck off, right?
Yeah.
And you don't realize it, and so it's the, God damn it, like.
See, this is why I personally have just taken the philosophy. You just say the shit.
Just tell them to fuck off.
No, really. Honestly. This is a classic one, you have people over, right?
Sure.
It's getting late. Mm-hmm. Like, they're staying really long time or what have you.
Get out of my house.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, I need you guys to kindly fuck off. Right. It's like, I need you to go. Like, please go. It is too late.
Yes,
there are ways to do it.
I remember when I first interacted with somebody who was really good at doing that, of like saying the things where the words are like, dear God, what are you saying? But they managed to say it in a way where it never came across as that, right? But they were still able to communicate that kind of frustration or whatever.
It's like flirt roasting with someone that you love.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kindly saying, hey, bro, we're not friends. Like, can you stop?
Right. Less is more. Please.
Yeah. I am emotionally spent, and or I do not have the capacity for for what you are doing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I need my space.
I need some space.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a thing that can absolutely hurt someone. But the funny thing is that, like, you spent all that time with Laios. Like, you guys were not in a party for a short period of time.
No.
Very clearly, you spent a long time getting to know Fallen because you were in the party for that long.
Yeah.
And so in all that time, you're telling me you didn't understand why Laios was a certain way. No, what's even more a thing is you're trying to become romantically attached to his sister.
Yeah.
And you never at any point
Right.
listened to or probably took the things of when she was being like, hey, sorry about my brother. These are the kinds of quirks that he has. And you just ignored those probably.
and on top of that,
Yeah.
you're going to be as upfront as going from, like, not like, subtle stuff of being like, will you marry me?
Right.
0 to 60, But with Laios, you don't do the same thing, right? Not that will you marry me, but like actually speaking in plain English, right? And being clear, like that's.
I loved it.
You must. Methinks you protest too much and maybe weren't actually valuing that much that you successfully communicate with this person because you don't actually care about.
He doesn't care about the relationship. Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, after this, socking that he took, he then apologizes to his retainers, which they're like, oh,
Yeah.
just the perfect way of showing he's never done this before. And
Right.
so the way in which
Just tears from one of them.
tears from the oldest one.
Right, and then the others are like confused, like, wait, what? What does this
Like,
mean?
Did you do something? No. Did I do something? Did you?
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Yep.
So freaking wholesome. But yes, he's going to be going back and reporting about what happened.
Yep.
Now, whether he's going to be reporting about everything, I'm not sure. I'm sure he's going to bring up most of the stuff. But he might hold back on some of the details for the sake of their party.
Well, I think it's him telling him this is basically you're not really going to be welcome on the surface.
I don't know, because
know?
there's a difference between you won't be welcome on the surface and they did black magic and now have a situation where it's you would be thrown into prison and thrown away forever.
You're not welcome on the surface. So I'm letting you know so you okay, cool, you're self-sufficient down here. You'll have to stay down here. And if you manage to do your crazy thing, here's this bell, which also is just a fun little
Sure. Yeah, that was a fun little high
Carry
fantasy
forward.
way to
yeah.
draw things with an attention there. And I love Kabru's assessment of Laios, just being like, could he do it?
And then immediately going into the wrong direction of but if he ends up getting all this,
what would he do with all that power? And it's you're asking the wrong questions here.
And it's the most projecting kind of
Yes.
from within your own, the way you are, right? Then you're like, all right, but clearly this person wouldn't be good for it. No, you wouldn't be good for it, right? Laios, that would probably be the best person to have take over this dungeon if that's what it entails.
If that's what it entailed, absolutely. Chilchuck was fucking hilarious this episode as well. Just being like, everything, and then no, we gotta torch this staff.
Right.
God, they're so fun. And then also just him hiding with his halfling Mick that hates him so much.
But once
half-foot,
once shit starts going down, they're like, all right,
we
the
take
two
the
of
hide
us,
action.
we can fit in places that other people
plus
can't.
13 to stealth. We're going to use that.
And the idea that he's like, nope, I've already thought about this. Right? if the rest of the party just is fucked,
I'm
using
utility
the rock,
rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
And he's like, hey, there's room for another person down here.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's so good.
Yep.
But very terrifying, intense, and comedic episode. This is what makes Delicious in Dungeon as an anime so special.
Right, and they still managed with all of this to bring it back to food,
and bring it all back to status quo in a way as well, where they're not traveling with anybody else. It's just the four of them.
And yet we got totally attached to all the characters that were introduced here.
Or at least the main ones for sure.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But Good stuff.
Great stuff,
Good
y'all.
stuff.
Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.